Hi. Tonight, Phil Krieger came over for dinner. That's him sitting across from my father. We've been out for 2 months. And my parents wanted me, and so I invited him over for dinner. I thought it went really well. It's about time you came over for dinner, Phil. Allison told us so much about you.
Thanks for inviting me, Mrs. Davis. Allison talks about you all the time.
Daddy, Phil is the midfield on the soccer team.
Oh, I remember you mentioned that. How's the team, Phil?
We're holding our own this year. We won 4 games and lost 3. But we can still finish strong and make the playoffs, I think.
When I played in high school, we won the sectional titles my junior year.
That's great. I don't think we'll make it that far. Central has a really strong team.
Really? That's where I went to school.
Really? They always have a good team.
Yup, they're competitive every season.
Enough about sports, you two. Phil, what subjects do you like in school? Phil is a whiz in science. That's where we met. We're lab friends in 3rd period. Is that right? My mother, Allison's grandmother, was actually part of a Nobel Prize-winning lab group. They worked on a biology project. They worked with mice and made some discoveries regarding cancer, all very technical and over our heads. She is a really smart woman.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, Philip, any aspirations about college?
Mother and I are going to tour around, see a few schools, and we have our break.
Any favorites yet?
I'm pretty open-minded.
Phil might get into an Ivy League school. Really? How impressive. Those schools aren't easy to get into.
Mrs. Davis, this pasta is so good.
Casey studied French cooking in Paris. This is incredibly complex. He only cooks this when guests come over. Personally, I'm happy you came over, Phil. Rest would have been leftovers for me.
Don't listen to me. The only time I serve leftovers is when we have so much food, I can't fit anything else in the refrigerator. We're going to Marcy's house tonight for a party?
I'll make sure you're back when I left tonight.
12. I spoke to Mom about it. Yes, Mom. She'll be back at 12.
Okay, but not any later. We get an early start tomorrow.
So you see how this is going? My parents have been cordial, and amazingly, they haven't embarrassed me at all. After this, we'll eat a great chocolate cake my mother made. I mean, for first dinner, this has gone really well.
I'm not sure what dinner she was at. The Spanish Inquisition was a Sunday brunch compared to this. I thought they were going to kick me out before we even got to dessert. I swear to God, if that father pointed that knife at me one more time, I was giving my plate for defense. Watch how this really went.
It's about time you came over for dinner, Philip. Allison has told us so much about you.
Thanks for inviting me, Mrs. Davis. Allison talks about you all the time.
Daddy, Phil is a midfield on the soccer team.
Allie, I remember you mentioned that. How's the team, Phil?
We're holding our own this year. We won 4 games and lost 3.
When I played in high school, we won the sectional title my junior year.
That's great. I don't think we'll make it that far. Central has a really strong team.
Really? That's where I went to school.
Really? They always have a good team.
Of course they have a good team. In fact, we win the sectionals every year. We used to kick your asses every year. I could probably still kick your ass.
Enough about sports, you two. Phil, you like any subjects in school? Phil is a whiz in science. That's where we met. We're lab friends in 3rd period. Is that right? My mother, Allison's grandmother, was actually part of a Nobel Prize-winning lab group. They worked on a biology project. So calling Phil a whiz is hardly correct when the odds of him winning a Nobel Prize are about as good as us ever inviting him over for dinner again. They did do work with a rat like you and made some discoveries regarding cancer. Nothing you would ever understand, lab whiz.
Wow, that is impressive.
So, Philip, any chances of getting into college or even graduating high school?
My mother and I are going to tour around and see a few schools when we have our break.
Really? Wouldn't you rather just donate some money to community college and hope for the best?
No, I'm pretty open-minded. I actually have good grades. Mrs. Davis, this pasta's so good.
Stacy studied French cooking in Paris. This is incredibly complex. I'm guessing that you have no idea what it is that you're eating. He probably could have served you dog food from a can, cooked leftovers, you still wouldn't have had it.
Don't listen to him. The only time I serve leftovers is when we have so much food, I can't put anything else in our refrigerator.
Ha!
Allie, make sure you're back by 11 tonight.
12. I spoke to Mom about it. Tom, she'll be back at 12.
Okay. If he brings you back 1 minute serve him as next week's leftovers. Maybe then until the start tomorrow.
So you see how this is going? Her parents are controlling monsters. They completely hate me. All I want to do is get out of here as fast as I can. Okay. I just shove down some stale chocolate cake, thank them, and get the hell out of here. I mean, for a first dinner, this has been pretty scary. I can't wait for Marcy's party.
Mrs. Davis's cake is great. Come on, Allison, we should go to the party now.
Thanks for dinner, Mom. Run along. Have
Thanks
fun.
for inviting us, Mrs. Davis.
I can see what you meant. He really is cute. He's such a nice boy.
I'm sorry you were staring at him. I was trying to kick you. Why don't you just drool on him?
Well, he was cute.
You think you believe that played soccer?
I can't believe you made that up.
Well, I wanted to impress him. You know, he's supposed to be a genius. And how about you, claiming your mother won the Nobel Prize? Are you out of your mind?
Well, I didn't know what to say. And you, telling him I'm a French chef? What was that about?
I didn't want to sound like an idiot. The kid's probably going to Harvard. I hope she doesn't invite him over for a while. That would stress me. If he comes over again, I'll get my brother to park his Porsche in our driveway.
French chef, Tom? It wasn't even real food. It was Stouffer's, family-style lasagna. I didn't even serve French fries.
Maybe he'll dump her so we don't have to go through this again.
God, I hope so.